All right, so we've got Bak's popular BakFlip MX4, and we're going to go ahead and install it here on the Toyota Tundra. Now, this covers one of their more popular tonneaus for sure. Real sturdy product, and so we're going to go ahead, like I say, do an install and see how it holds up around here. And Florida's wet weather. Yeah, we do get a bunch of rain around here. So, all right, let's go ahead and do it. All right, so this thing comes really well packed. I got plenty of foam, it looks like here. Keep things protected. And a bracket here, and looks like we got some more installation hardware. And looks like, yeah, we've got our seal, instructions. Looks like right there. Yeah, okay, in the bag, got some loom as well. And those actually looks like those are probably the drain tubes. Okay, so all right, we'll go ahead and dive on in. Okay, so yeah, we've got the BakFlip MX4 out of the box, and again, really well packed. I'm impressed with the packing job. We got real thick pieces of foam, top and bottom, just wrapping around the tonneau, and then of course we got other components that are safely wrapped up in the box. So we got our pack here, hardware, and looks like possibly some more instructions, and we've got our rails here as well. And again, really good packing job. Okay, so we'll go ahead and dive in. Who needs instructions, right? Well, anyways, we've got them here. Okay, and so of course the first step right there is we've got to put the seal. That's going to be right there at the back of the cab there. The bulkhead is going to go across the top there of the bed frame. Right, it'll be our first step. Pretty easy. And for our second step, you can see here we got to put in the BakFlip rail itself. That'll mount alongside the top of the bed. There's two of them, one for the right side, one for the left. And we'll go ahead and go through these step by step. And plenty of stuff, right? These are the drain tubes. Okay, go with the tonneau cover, and that way any water that comes on in, go ahead and drain on out. And you can actually route these to drain out through the back there of the bed. And next up, we got the seal. Okay, and it's going to go on top of the bed rail, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. And that is going to go ahead and help secure the tonneau cover when you fold it up. Okay, so you got to have these little tie down clips then in place. So you'll see the role that they play. And okay, so we got our bed rail clamps right here. The clamps here to go ahead and put along the tonneau rail, to secure it in place. The brackets, and the brackets, these are adapter brackets because of course with this particular Tundra, all right, it has right there the accessory tie down brackets. And so then what we're going to do is swap these out and drop them down. Okay, and those brackets will enable us to do that. And then of course on top of that, then we'll have the BakFlip rail that'll go across the top there of the bed, the back, all the way up there, the back of the cab. Okay, so plenty of parts to work with. Everything's really well organized here. It's what I like. Okay, and right there is going to be our tie down hardware. All right, so we can go ahead and secure the tonneau in place. And right there are the 3 bumpers. And once you fold up the tonneau and it goes up against the back of the cab, these are going to act as little barriers there, you know, something soft, you know, so it's not pressing up hard against the back of the cab. All right, so bear with us and we'll go ahead and get working. Okay, so I've got the bulkhead seal, right? We need to go ahead and put right here at the back of the cab, right across the top. Pretty basic, and it comes long enough where it'll go completely across. And so all you have to do, right, is peel off the adhesive backing here, and then you're gonna run it right on top, right across one side to the other. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and take the accessory rail here off of the truck. Okay, we're still gonna use it, okay? We're gonna go ahead and reattach it, but we first gotta go ahead and pull off the accessory rails on both sides of the bed, right? So we gotta make way for this, right? Okay, so you have one for either side of the bed, and that's gonna mount right here, okay, to support the tonneau. Okay, so this is the BakFlip rail right here. And so again, what we're gonna do is drop the accessory rail and we'll attach this bracket right here, okay, to the truck bed. And then you're gonna see this accessory rail is gonna drop down to this point right here. So it's coming down a couple of inches, right, to make way for the BakFlip rail. Okay, all right, so what we're gonna do is use our Torx bit here. Okay, so we got a T30, and pretty easy, you know, get these out, right? So just hit it right here. All right, there's one right there, done, okay? Keep this stuff, we're gonna reuse it, all right? So make sure you keep it. All right, and we'll go ahead and knock this out. Okay, so what we're gonna do, right, is attach the bracket right here. This is to the Tundra accessory rail here, right, for the tie-down clamps. So we're gonna go ahead and show you how to do that. It's really easy. All right, these are 7/16 bolts. Okay, so get your washer on the other side here. Slip this through here. Okay, go on the other side. And then you got a lock nut washer here. Okay, 7/16 here. All right, and then we'll tighten that down. Use a socket wrench. So start off here with my fingers and then just finish it off using a socket wrench and a combo wrench. All right. Okay, so you can see here we've got our adapter brackets all bolted there to the Tundra rail. And so pretty easy. Okay, you're simply going to go ahead and mount it. Same points. You're going to use that hardware that you had originally. Okay, so take your Torx bolt there. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and start threading that in, right, and go on down the line, and of course tighten them down. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use the cordless impact driver. It makes it a lot easier, and it's got a nice built-in torque setting, so it's not going to over tighten these things. Again, you have T30 Torx bit, right here, and there you go. Okay, done. A lot easier that way. Okay, so what we're going to do is install the clamps here. All right, so these particular clamps, they're grooved on the inside, and so we want to match it up with the grooves in here. These are pretty good clamps the way they're designed. Okay, so we put it in about 6 inches from the back of the tailgate. All right, and come up, and you want to push it up as far as you can to the top here of the rail. Okay, and then you're just going to tighten up that bolt. Okay, so pretty simple, and you really would ideally have somebody push down on the top. I've got a helper here, it's going to do that for me here in a sec. And you push down on the top, and then you tighten that bolt down, and that way the seal on top here will spread out a lot easier. Okay, but you can see those grooves in there, and you want to match them up, line them up with the grooves on your clamp there. Okay, so we got our rails installed, right? So we have the original Tundra accessory tie-down rail here, drop down about 3 inches or so, and then on top we've got the BakFlip rail right here. And so now we are ready to go ahead and take the tonneau cover, and we're going to go ahead and lock it up here, set it across the bed, and then we're going to go ahead and attach. There is a smaller section that we're going to attach to the brackets there. Okay, let's set it right about there. Okay, and back. And so right here, this smaller section that you see, this section is what we're going to attach right here to the brackets. Okay, we're going to show you how we do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to install our buckle clips. And so the buckle clips, right, they're going to go right here where you see these two holes. Pretty easy to do, and the reason why we need these is to go ahead and secure the top, right? Because obviously it's in 3 sections, so when we fold it forward, we're going to have a strap. It's got the clip on the end of it, okay, and it's going to go ahead and buckle into place right here. Okay, and so right here we've got our securement bolts, and pretty easy to install. All right, so we got one rubber washer. Gonna go right here. I'm gonna slip it on like this right here. Okay, and then we're simply gonna push it through right here. And then on the other side is where we're gonna go ahead and tie it down. Now it's going through the metal bracket, and I'll open it up so you can see. All right. And so it's going through metal bracket right here. Okay, so last, right, we've got to go ahead and secure the top down. And to do that, it's pretty easy, right? So we've got a hand tightening here, and then we've got our fender washer, rubber washer, and of course lock nut washer. All right, so first thing, right, we're gonna go ahead and put on our rubber washer here, followed by fender washer. Got our lock nut, and we're gonna tighten it up. If you can get somebody to press down on the other side, that's great. So that'll keep that thing from spinning. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. Easy enough. Okay, and so finally we want to install the bumpers, right? And there's 3 of these, and you're going to put them along the back panel here, okay? Because when you fold this up, in case you've got a bunch of cargo, right, where you need this out of the way, you can fold this forward up against the back of the cab. But of course, with this thing pressed up against the cab, it gives a little cause for concern. You don't want to mar the paint, right? So you'll have 3 of these bumpers you put in place. Now to figure out where to put them, all right, so remember you've got to pull, you got a cable here. Okay, so you pull it, fold this forward, and then come over here. You can see what I'm talking about. So without the bumpers, right, it's going to hit that metal right there. You can see, so you don't want that to happen, okay? Obviously that's going to mess up your finish, okay? So hence the bumpers. We've got 3 of those that we're going to install on here. Okay, so we've got our bumpers installed, right? When you've got this up against the back of the cab, now you want to use your prop rods. Okay, so let me show you the prop rods that come out of the side right here, and they are clipped right there. So we're going to take it, right, push it forward, and then you just simply do your knob here, slide up your channel, put this in place, come down with it right here, and lock that in place. And so when you're going down the road, okay, so you got one, of course, on the other side. All right, there, down, and just pop it into place right there. Okay, so I want to go ahead and show you how we connect the drain tube here. And this goes right here to the rail. The MX4 designed really well. And so it's got a gutter, a little gutter system on either side, and it'll come down to a drain outlet. And so I want to go ahead and show you how we're going to connect that. It's pretty easy. So they give you 2 drain tubes, one for either side. what I did is I trimmed it slightly right here. Okay, so this is the end. It's actually, and they both come the same way, by the way, but I trimmed this because this is the end that's going to go through the bed wall. And what I did is I cut a small hole through the plug, and you can use an X-Acto knife, right, utility knife. I use a utility knife actually to cut that hole. I traced it around the tube outlet here first, and then I went and just finished it off, right, you know, with the utility knife. So it wasn't, you know, too tough to do. I did it on both sides. And so then when I cut this, this will keep this from hitting the back of the cab, because there's not much space, as I'm sure you're aware, right, between the back of the bed wall and the back of the cab. So I didn't want this to jam up against the back of the cab, so I trimmed that slightly. Okay, so pretty easy, right? And you just want to go ahead, push that through the hole, not too hard, all right? And then take the other end, you've got your gutter outlet that comes right over here. Okay, so right here, and just push that on, and that is it. Okay, so some people will go ahead and just drop the drain tube into the back of the bed and just let the water flow. We're in Florida, we get a bunch of rain, right? It looks like we may have some rain coming here shortly in a little bit. Anyways, you know, I'd rather go ahead and just have it drain through the bed wall and get that water out. And again, same is done for the other side over here too. All right, so easy to do. Okay, so BakFlip's MX4 tonneau, really easy to install. Wanted to go ahead and show you how this thing closes here, right? So you got a locking section and closing, all right? One person can handle it. So simply down into place. And remember, you've got right here for each section, okay, you got a cable on either side. Just pull on the cable, all right? And then of course you can lift up, all right? Closing into place. Okay, and the nice thing about the MX4, you can go ahead and close the tailgate right here. You don't have to lift up this last section. Close it right here as is. Okay, very convenient. Locking right here, key lock. As soon as I lock this, I've got secured storage, protection from the rain, the elements. Okay, a real big plus, especially here in Florida. Right, but yeah, I wanted to show you this seal right here. And you see, real sturdy, large seal, okay, designed again to go ahead and keep the elements out. So definitely appreciate the design there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and see how the tonneau keeps up in this Florida weather. And I don't know if we're going to get any rain today. It looks like we may, so we may have a pretty quick test here to see how much it keeps out that rain. So, all right, thanks for watching. Okay, so it didn't take long to go and test this thing out. We got a bunch of rain in Florida, like a lot of other states here this summer. So we had some rain, right? It was dripping there, water coming through the back of the rails. Not a big deal. Also, water coming in from the seal here, a little bit there, not too bad. I decided to put a level on top here. I wanted to see if the tonneau had a bit of a lean to it. So in this case, leaning back a little bit, so that rail, which also serves as a gutter, some of that water was flowing towards the back, as you saw there, dripping out of the back of the rail. A lot of it was going towards the front of the bed and going through those drain tubes designed, of course, to do that. But not a lot of water going inside there into the bed. And we had a lot of trips this summer, luggage thrown in the back, and you know, luggage was fine. All right, so moving ahead, so you got a little bit of leakage there towards the front of the bed, and again, not a big deal breaker here, and then you could always put down, say, a liner. I put down an old air mattress, you know, it worked fine as insurance. So really, ultimately, pleased. It's a good looking tonneau. Always felt really secure when I locked the back of this thing. You know, it's going to keep things safe, and it did, you know, for us on the road this summer for sure. And it really, you know, again, sharp looking product, easy to install, so highly recommend it.